Hey everybody, this is Mary from Camaj Fiber Arts, and I wanted to show you this because someone sent me a really big challenge. So this is from my friend Abby, who lives in Israel, and she has meat sheep, but she said she was having a little bit difficult time getting it clean, and I said, well, send me some and I'll try it. Ooh, I don't know about this. I'm kind of regretting it now, but I'm going to give it the old college try. So it has a lot of sandy sort of dirt in it, and you can see the staple's a little on the short side. This looks like the tip. This looks like the cut end, and I'm going to kind of tear these apart a little bit just to get more of this staple. Do you see that? Look at the dirt. Look at all the dirt that's in there. However, I am not going to worry about the dirt right now because I kind of want to keep it in its format because I'm going to use the principles from my removing the VM from a staple class, from Staples, the class. And I need to have it kind of in lock formation. So what I'm going to do, so that's the staple. Since it's so short, I'm going to opt to card it. But because it's so short, I need to get rid of all this vegetable matter. But I need to scour it first. So what I'm going to opt to do is scour it in the lock formation, and I'm going to use the tool. Remember this piece of fabric? Now, if you don't want to use the tool or you have a different way to do it, you go right ahead. This is just one way to scour in lock formation. There's so many different ways, and people have come up with some really amazing ways to do it, and it's always fun to see what people have come up with. All right, so I'm going to fold that over and then fold this over and use some little those quilt clips. If you have seen my book or my online scouring class, that's what I use. All right, so we're going to clip it up, and then I'm going to scour this, and we will come back and show you what it looks like after it's scoured. Here is, I kept one little piece. I always have to keep a little piece to show what it looked like before. So there's that little piece, and let me show you the scoured. So here's the scoured little bit. I wish I had more. I wish I had more to work with. I have another small piece, but it actually came out pretty clean. It's nice and actually kind of fluffy. So this is kind of interesting. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is from, there's a lot of vegetable matter still in there, so we are going to try to get that out. This is from a meat sheep, which the person, my friend, said it's a merino cross, but typically if it's just a meat sheep and not a dual purpose sheep, the fleece is often very short and a little bit on the coarse side, but you know, this is kind of soft. This is not bad. All right, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to use one of my techniques to get rid of the vegetable matter, and that's in one of my classes, How to Remove VM, with tools that are under $20. And that's a really great class. If you have a lot of vegetable matter like this kind of embedded in the fiber, you will be able to get it out. I'll come back in a little while and you can see what I've done. So this is the original piece of fiber, and I keep showing it because I want you to see the stark difference between the beginning and the next phase. So this fiber, I took out all the vegetable matter using the techniques in my Removing the Vegetable Matter online class. It did take a lot of different techniques to get this out because it had a really short staple, but look at all the vegetable matter that was in this fiber, and the techniques I used took, I'd say, 90% of it out. There is a teeny bit left, but not bad. You can see this fiber is really springy, but you can also see there's a lot of second cuts and short cuts in there that are going to make neps when I card this. And because it's so short, it's going to be carded. There's no way I could use wool combs on this. But let me find a staple. The staple is actually pretty strong. So it's going to do well in the carder, but we're going to see nips because of those shortcuts. So come on back and let's take a look at what the bat looks like. Let's take a look at the final product. So I carded that little bit that I had on my Brother Super card, and this is the final result. You can see a little bit of nepping going on, but I think there were some really short cuts in there because the fiber was actually not bad in terms of strength. But this was so short, I mean so teeny tiny, and I think there were some second cuts in there, so I did the best that I could. But it's actually really, look at the spring in that. There's so much spring in this yarn. It's going to make a really pretty lofty yarn with a lot of give to it. So what I would suggest to the grower is try to shear when the locks are a little bit on the longer side, and watch your second cuts. Put it on a skirting table and give it a good shake and try to get rid of those little second cuts. All right, so here is the initial wool, and here is the final result. So if you want to learn how to scour properly, I have a book on Amazon, The Art of Washing Wool, Mohair and Alpaca. And I also have an online scouring course. And then to get rid of vegetable matter, I also have a class at the Camaj School of Fiber Arts on how to remove vegetable matter. And I had to do a couple different things with this one because it was so short. So I had to use, I had to pull out all the tricks and all the stops. All right, so the links to the class and my website are below. So please come and visit, and thank you for taking the time to watch this, and we will talk to you soon. Oh, and if you think you have a challenge for me, please send me something. I would love to give it a go and see if I can make it as nice as this. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.